Hey everyone, Kelly Weber here, and today I have the pleasure of being with Eli Maser from Smooth Sailing Painters. Eli, thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Oh, Kelly, pleasure's all mine. Thank you for working with us in the past.
Oh my gosh, well, you know what? When I find good people and good companies to do business with, I like to spread the wealth with everyone. So, can you
Well,
tell
thank
me
you.
a little bit about you? I mean, you've done work for me and for my clients in the past,
Mhm.
and everybody raves about you. So, obviously, you're a painter. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
We focus on residential and light commercial here in Bergen County. Um, I named the company Smooth Sailing Painters because it says a little bit about me. I'm actually a sailor. I love to sail, but really it's a double entendre. We, as a company, strive to deliver everything smoothly. So we differentiate ourselves from a lot of contractors out there by having excellent communication and smooth delivery and timely delivery as well.
Well, that has been my experience in working with you both personally and professionally, especially
Okay.
professionally on the homes that I'm getting ready to list. You always
Mhm.
call me and say, "Hey, Kelly, can you come over? Let's walk through this. The homeowner wants this. They want you to know you to defer to me about what colors, what are you thinking? This is what I'm thinking."
Mhm.
And it really is a great partnership. And it really does. People don't understand if you spend just a little bit of money, how much more money you can get for your home by having a fresh coat of paint and making it look really special.
Oh, for sure. Paint and floors, absolutely.
Painting and floors, absolutely. So, you've been doing this, I know this company for 5 years, but you're no stranger to this industry.
No, I've been working on wood and fiberglass surfaces on boats since I was a kid, and finally, about 5 years ago, decided that it made sense since I live in an area that doesn't have too many boats. Maybe we should do this in houses instead. But we bring that yacht quality approach to what we do, and
Which is
that's what
great.
makes it so enjoyable.
So, I had a couple of ceilings on my homes that were really in bad shape, and I was
Hmm.
really concerned. I thought we need to re-sheetrock, and you were like, absolutely not. We can make this look like new, and you did. So, do you come across that often?
Absolutely. I mean, rolling paint on walls is fairly simple. The more engaging or more interesting part, though, is trying to customize things for people. And in that case, obviously, budget was an issue, and so we figured out there's a much more budget-friendly way to get the same outcome.
Outcome.
Um, so why push people toward the expensive when you can do it simpler?
Awesome. And that's the other thing I want to talk about. Um, Obviously, this was a estate that we did, and we didn't have samples of the paint or know what paint it was. You were
Hmm.
able to take a swatch from the wall, bring it to the paint store, and match it where they didn't have to do a whole wall. That's another thing I love about you. You were honest and you walked in, you're like, listen, all of these walls are great. It's a shame to buy, to paint all these walls because of the color. You were able to match for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So matching is one of the services we do. Very honestly, the paint stores make it fairly easy now because of the technology. But again, when you're trying to sell a house, you're generally looking to keep maximum, impact for a low budget. And if the colors on the wall are good, then we can just refresh them, and that's what we were able to do by just matching the color. Then we could just do one coat and keep it budget friendly.
Great. So here's another thing that you do. They're bringing wallpaper back. You go into
Yes.
these homes now, and I'm like, wow, wallpaper used to be something that was done in the mid 90s to early 2000s and then kind of went away. But wallpaper is coming back. So not many people do it, but you do.
There are very few people who do it because a lot of the people who did it are uh, are retiring and their
True.
kids are not going into it. We do wallpaper and we do it right, and there are a couple different facets that are important. One is the preparation of the walls has to be proper, or else you won't be able to make it last for the long haul. Um, Secondary is we're very good at uh, you know, helping you project how many rolls to order. So there's information on the back of every swatch of wallpaper or on the samples that you can find online. We use that information to project to you, how many you should order so that you don't overorder or underorder, which may even be worse.
So let me ask this question for both paint and wallpaper. Does it
Yeah.
matter what kind you use, what kind of paint you use, what kind of wallpaper you use?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Um, so let's start with paint because we obviously do a lot more painting than wallpapering. Um, the way to maximize how something looks visually is in the prep. So if you want a perfectly marble smooth wall, then that takes a lot of prep. And you can spend $180 a gallon for very, very fancy paint, and it won't matter if you haven't done the prep right. Conversely, if you do the prep right and you just want it to look good, you can use inexpensive paint. But then the difference between inexpensive paint and more expensive paint comes in, as far as longevity and cleanability.
Mhm.
So mostly cleanability. So really, really cheap paint is not cleanable. And as you move up to the 75th, up to 75% of, the most,
Expensive paints.
that's where you really start to get cleanability, which is what most people want, for livability.
Well,
As
it's
far as
true.
wallpaper goes, oh, go ahead.
I
Sorry.
was just going to say it's true. A lot of times people have kids with dirty hands. They're touching everything. You don't want to have to touch up and paint all the time. You want something that you're able to wipe down the surface.
Absolutely. And the better the paint, the more wipeable it is. And today's technology, the chemistry of today means you don't have to go to a shiny paint like you did
Oh,
in the
good.
past in order to get cleanability. Now, with the better paints, you can actually get very good cleanability, certainly at the matte finish and even to some degree at the flat finish
Oh,
level.
wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good
And
to know.
regarding wallpaper, um, from our perspective, which is we want to put it up so that you can't see the seams, and so that if there's a pattern, the patterns match perfectly. Uh, the cost of the wallpaper has very little impact on that. I mean, if you
Okay.
go to the really cheap stuff, it can be difficult to work with. But other than that, um, it's really about the quality of the wall prep and the quality of the paper hanger, the person who's doing it.
It goes back to you get what you pay for.
You do.
And
Like
it's the same for the
if it's
time. Yeah.
super super cheap, there's a reason.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and if it's super super expensive, it's usually not justified.
Okay. Well,
So
that's good to know
yeah,
too. Well,
yeah.
Eli, I can't recommend you enough to people.
Oh, thank you, Kelly.
You're my first go-to when somebody asks me for a painter. When I go to paint my own house, you're my person, and any relatives. So thank you so much for today. I'm going to put all your contact information in the post. You do service all of Bergen County, correct?
We do. Yep, absolutely.
Do you go any further than Bergen County?
We will go into Lower Rockland,
Okay,
um, and over into Morris County. Um,
perfect.
depending on the job, depending on the person. For you, Kelly, you know, we'll
Thank
even
you.
go to South Jersey for you.
Don't tempt me because I have a house down there that I would drag
Oh,
you down
okay. All right. I take it back.
to. So thank you so much, Eli. Again, I cannot thank you enough for joining me, and I cannot recommend you enough. You are really a class act and top-notch painter and wallpaper. So you will be at my house sometime in the near future.
Looking forward to it. And if anybody is still wondering whether to use Kelly, I will say that I had a customer who was interviewing realtors, and after four or five, she got to you, and she just said that it was a world of difference. So
Well, thank you
it's
so much.
mutual.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate, you know what, good
Sure.
people and honest people work with one another. So that's why we work.
Yeah. Yeah. Birds of a feather.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. And again, I will have Eli's contact information in this post. Reach out to him. I can't recommend him enough.
Thank you so
Thank-
much, Kelly. See you soon.
Thanks, Eli. See you
Bye
soon.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.